history of the world, I guess. But yeah,
I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. You know what? Another history reaction for you guys. This time it is the history of the entire world. Yes, they don't even miss a single moment of history throughout the world. It is literally the entire timeline of every human being to ever exist in 19 minutes and 25 seconds.
Not even just every human being. They encapsulate the billions of years in 19 minutes.
Oh my god. It literally goes from the to the and to right now. Welcome everybody to another history reaction. Today we're going to do the history of the entire world, I guess. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Let us know other history reactions or other random things you want us to react to down in the comments below. This is Tri-Fate Geo, so we react to geography videos, we react to history videos, we react to pretty much anything that has to do with people from around the world.
It's been a while since we've done a history video, so we thought we would check out the entire history of the world.
Let's do it. I guess. All right, if you enjoy, subscribe, like the video. Let's do this. I guess.
How many times do you think we guess we can make that joke?
In 19 minutes and 25 seconds, at least 1,000 times.
It's a good guess.
Let's go.
Hi, you're on a rock, floating in space. Pretty cool, huh? Some of it's water. Fuck it. Actually, most of it's water. I can't even get from here to there without buying a boat. It's sad. I'm sad. I miss you. How did this happen? A long time ago, actually never, and also now, nothing is nowhere. When? Never. Makes sense, right? Like I said, it didn't happen. Nothing was never anywhere. That's why it's been everywhere. It's been so everywhere you don't need a where. You don't even need a when.
I get it.
That's how every it gets.
Yes.
Anyone who doesn't get it isn't very smart. So that's a simple concept, obviously.
Come on. All right, that's the end of the video. Oh.
Oh.
Forget this. I want to be something. Go somewhere. Do something. I want things to change. I want to invent time and space. And I know it's possible because everything is here and it probably already happened. I just don't know when to start. And that's exactly where it started.
Is he saying the multiverse is real?
Paused it. I think there's a universe now.
Spider-Man confirmed it. So.
Ah, that's a thing. In a place. Don't like it? Try a new place. At a different time. Try to stick together because the world is going to get bigger and emptier. But it's not empty yet. It's still very full and about a jillion
it's chaotic.
degrees.
It's just like trying to explain the physics of how the universe started, which is a very complex subject, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I know very little about it, so...
Putting it in very simple terms.
Yes, 1 minute and 4 seconds terms.
The best way to explain it is, there was a thing, and now there's another thing. A little bit of time later, another thing.
And that's time.
Exactly.
Great news, the quarks are now happily married in groups of 3, called a proton or a neutron. And there's something else flying around too that wants to join in but can't because it's still too
hot.
Great news, the protons and neutrons are now happily married to each other. Something even doubled up.
Oh.
Great news, the electrons have now joined in. Congratulations, the world is now a bunch of gas in space. But it's getting closer together. And it's getting closer together. And it's getting closer together. It's a star. New shit just got made. Some stars burn out and die. Bigger stars burn out and die with passion and make some brand new, way crazier shit. Which allows newer, more interesting stars to be made and then die and explode into even crazier space dust. So now stars have cool stuff around them, like rocks, ice, and funny clouds, which can make some very interesting things.
Clouds?
Like this ball of flaming rocks, for example. Holy shit, we just got hit with another ball of flaming rocks. And it kind of made a mess.
That's a good replay.
Which is Weather update, it's raining rocks from outer space. Weather update, those rocks might have had water inside them and now there's hot steam in the sky. Weather update, cooler temperatures today and the floor is no longer lava. Weather update, it's raining. Severe flooding alert, the entire world is now an ocean. Volcano alert. That's land. There's nothing in the ocean. What? Something's alive.
Oh no, is that a little...
Oh cool, like a plant or an animal? No, a microscopic speck. It lives at the bottom of the ocean and eats chemical soup, which is being served hot and fresh, made from gnarly space ingredients left over from when it was raining rocks or whatever. Oh yeah, and it can do that. It has secret instructions written inside itself telling it how to build another one of itself. So that's pretty nifty, I would say. Tired of living at the bottom of the ocean? Now you can eat sunlight. Using a revolutionary technique, you can convert sunlight into food. Side effect, now there's oxygen everywhere and the sky's blue. Then the Earth might have been a snowball for a while, maybe even a couple of times.
Twice?
It's a sponge, it's a plant, it's a worm, and some other types of weird strange water bugs and strange fish. It's the Cambrian explosion.
I love strange water bugs.
Wow, that's animals and stuff. But we're still in the ocean.
Animals
hey, can we go on land? No. Why? The sun is a deadly laser. Oh.
The sun is a deadly laser.
We're reversing to that time nowadays.
Yeah, literally. The sun is getting deadlier.
And when it ends up eventually frying our Earth, we can have this guy narrate it. The sun is a deadly laser with a deep piano.
Oh, okay. Not anymore, there's a blanket. Now the animals can go on land. Come on,
Not
animals,
over
let's go on
Australia.
land. Nope, can't walk
Nope.
yet.
Or,
And there's no food yet, so I don't care. Okay, will you learn to walk if there's plants up here? Maybe, said some bugs. And fish. Okay, so I can go on land, but I have to go back in the water to have babies. Learn to use an egg.
I was already doing that.
Use a stronger egg. Put water in it. Have a baby on land in an egg. Water is in the egg. Baby in the egg, in the water, in the egg. Works for me. Bye bye, ocean. And now everything's huge, including bugs. Want to see a map of the land? Sure.
Can you imagine being back then and there's just giant bugs? Like a hand-sized spider in like Australia is like, oh my gosh, I never want to see that in my life. Imagine if there was like massive dragonflies flying around.
yeah, that's gotta be crazy.
And imagine if you rode one.
Then it would actually be fun. Let's do it.
Okay.
And now everything's huge, including bugs. Want to see a map of the land? Sure. Oh fuck, now everything's dead. Just kidding, you're the survivors.
rip.
Keep your eye on this one because it's about to become the dinosaurs. Here's another map of the land. Yeah, it broke apart, don't worry about it, it does that all the time. Here comes a meteor. And the dinosaurs are gone.
Rip.
It's mammal time, here come the mammals. Look
riding
at those
them.
breasts. Now they're gonna
Oh,
dominate the
those
world. And one of them
breasts.
just learned how to grab stuff and walk. No, like, walk like that. And grab stuff at the same time. And bang rocks together to make pointed rocks. Ouch. And set things on fire. Youch. And make crazy sounds with their voice. Which can mean different things. That's a human person. And now they're everywhere.
Oh,
Almost.
wow.
Ice Age. What? You can walk over here? Cool. Not anymore. Well, I guess we're stuck here now. Let's review. There's people on the planet. And they're chasing their food. Fuck it. Time to plant some grass. Look at this. I control the food now.
I
Now everyone will want to be my
I love the simplicity of this. The humans evolving into what we are now. Let's bang some rocks together. Let's make the rocks get hot and start a fire. Oh, cool.
We're hunting food. Let's just put food in the ground.
friend and live near
So
me.
good.
Let's all build houses, except mine is bigger because I own the food. This is great. I wonder if anyone else is doing this. Tired of using rocks for everything? Use metal. It's underground.
Heck
Better
yeah.
farming was just invented in a sweet dank valley right in between these two rivers.
Oh,
As
the
rivers
dirty
were helping.
valley.
Guess what happens next? More food and more people who came to buy the food. Now you need people to help make the food and keep track of the sales. And now you need houses for people to live in and people to make the houses. And now there's more people and they invent things, which makes things better. And more people come and there's more farming and more people to make more things for more people. And
There's
now
so
there's
many people.
business, money, writing, laws, power, society. Coming soon to a dank river valley near you. Meanwhile, out in the middle of nowhere, the horse is probably being tamed. Why is all my metal so lame and lumpy? Tired of using lame, sad metal? Introducing bronze, made with special ingredient tin from the far lands of Tinland. I don't know, my
Yes.
dealer won't tell me where he gets it. Also, guess what? Egypt. Meanwhile, out in the middle of
So
nowhere...
crazy because this can like he brings up so many different subjects. He obviously doesn't go into them really, but he brings up so many different other subjects that like you can like look at them and be like, oh, I'm interested in that now. Let me research that.
Yeah.
That's what's great about this video. It like it's as brief as you can get for the history of the world, and then it's like you can go at your own will
It's like
to
the
explore
history of
more.
the world, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
And we need to find out where the tin dealer is. If we can get the tin,
I might know where he is.
you better tell me. And then we can get some tin and we can sell it for a way higher price.
They figured out how to put wheels on a horse. Now we're getting somewhere. Also, China! And did I mention
Yeah.
Indus River Valley civilization?
Wow.
The Middle East is getting more complicated. Maybe because it's in the middle of the East. Knock knock, or clop clop. It's the people with the horses. And they made an empire. And then everyone else copied their horses. Greeks! Ah, look, it must be the Greeks. Or a beta version of the Greeks. Let's check in with the Indus River Valley civilization. They're gone. Guess who's
Oh,
not gone?
China.
New arrivals in India. Maybe it's those horse people I was talking about, or their cousins or something. And they wrote some hymns and mantras and stuff. You could make a religion out of this. There's the Bronze Age collapse. Now the Phoenicians can get down to business. Also, can we switch to a metal that's a little easier to find?
That's it,
Now the
being
Phoenicians
cool.
can get down to business.
Yep, being cool.
Also, can we switch to a metal that's a little easier to find? Thanks. Look who came back to Israel. It's the 12 tribes of Israel. And they believe in God. Just one, though. He's got like a 10-step program. Here's some huge heads. Must be... They believe in God.
What?
Just one, though. He's got like a 10-step...
Yahweh, I am
Yeah.
God, no one else is God. Don't make fun of my name. You can't take Saturday off. Do what your parents say. Don't murder anyone. Don't get too sexy. Don't rob anyone. Don't lie about other people in court. Don't want to do any of the things I just told you not to do.
Oh, it's a great list.
I like it.
That program. Here's some huge heads. Must be the Olmecs. The Phoenicians make some colonies. The Greeks copy their idea and make some colonies. The Phoenicians made a colony so big it makes colonies. Here comes the Assyrian Empire. Never mind, it's the Babylonian Median. It's the Persian Empire. Wow,
Persian.
that's big. Ah, the Buddha was just enlightened. Who's the Buddha? This guy who sat under a tree for so long that he figured out how to ignore the fact that we're all dying. You can make a religion out of this. Oops, China just broke, but while it was breaking, Confucius was figuring out how to have good morals. Ah, the Greeks just had the idea of thinking about stuff. And right over here, Alexander just had the idea of conquering the entire Persian Empire. It's a great idea. He was great. And now he's dead. Hopefully the rest of the gang will be able to share the empire evenly between them. Knock knock, it's Chandragupta. He says, get the hell out of here. Will you get the hell out of here if I give you 500 elephants? Okay, thanks, bye.
500 elephants.
Except for this album.
But what about this part? That's the Tamil Kings. No one conquers the Tamil Kings. Who are the Tamil Kings? Merchants, probably. And they've got spices. Who would like to buy the spices? Me, said the Arabians, swiftly buying it and selling it to the rest of the world. Hey, China put itself back together again, with good morals as their main philosophy. Actually, they have 3 main philosophies. Out here, the horse nomads run wild and free, and they would like to ransack your city. Let's check the Greekification levels of the Greekified kingdoms. Greekification overload. Bye, said the Parthians. Bye, said the Jews. Hi, said the Parthians, taking over the entire place. Hey, said the Romans, eating the entire Mediterranean for breakfast. Thanks for invading our homeland, said the Jews, who were starting to get tired of people invading their homeland. Hi, everything's great, said some guy who seems to be getting very popular and is then arrested and killed for being too popular, which only makes him more popular. You can make a religion out of this. Want silk? Now you can buy it from China. They just made a brand new road to the...
Yes. Look at that road.
Yes. So just the amount of, it's crazy because it just goes straight through the Himalayas.
Right through. Welcome to the Himalayas. But this area is like literally uninhabitable. You cannot live here. It is just a wasteland way up in the air. You can't live there.
Yeah, it's not even like one of the hot deserts. It's like one of the, like, in the winter it gets uninhabitably cold deserts. So like, it's crazy that the road went through this, and then they just
have one path.
They just bring all this in.
Through the stands, which are just like a lot of just tundra out here. That's a long road. A long road.
Yeah, a lot of the stands are just tundra or insane mountains.
Yeah, it's crazy. Look at this. There's like Khiva, the big port, and then there's, man, that'd be a long way. The Silk Road, Marco Polo.
Or you can get their own water. Sick, new trade routes, said India, accidentally spreading their religion to the entire southeast. That's a good place for an epic trading kingdom. There goes Buddhism traveling up the Silk Road. I wonder if it'll reach China before it collapses again. Remember the Persian Empire? Yep, said the Persians, making a new one. Axum is getting so powerful they would like to build a long stick. Has anyone populated Madagascar yet? Let's do it together. China's home again. Then it broke again.
Oh my God.
Still can't cross the Sahara Desert? Try camels. Hell yeah, now we got business, said the Ghana Empire, selling lots of gold and slaves. Hi, I live in the Roman Empire, and I was wondering, is loving Jesus legal yet? No. Actually, okay, sure, said Constantine, moving the capital way over here to be closer to his main rival. Don't worry about Rome, it won't fall. It's the golden age of India. There's the Gupta Empire, not Chandragupta, just Gupta. First name Chandra. The first.
Oh.
Guess who's in Rome? Barbarians. What's a barbarian? Non-Romans, said the Romans, being invaded by non-Romans. R.I.P. Roman Empire. Or actually just half of it. The other half is just fine. But it's not in Rome anymore, so let's give it a new name. The Mayans have figured out the stars. Oh, and here's a huge city. Population everyone. The Gokturks have taken over the entire Eurasian steppe. Great job, Gokturks. How's India? How's China? Back together. How's those trading kingdoms? Bigger and there's more of them. Korea has 3 kingdoms. Japan has a kingdom. It's the Sunrise Kingdom.
It's really cool to see how, like, you're kind of able to see, like, where the countries are forming, where the cities, like, gravitate towards just from, like, the history here.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is still so long ago.
Yeah.
It's crazy that, like, I mean, there's just cities that are that old still around, inhabited, huge metropolis areas. Especially a lot of those Indian cities are so old. Yeah. It's crazy.
Deep in the Arabian desert, on the top of a mountain, the real God whispers in Muhammad's ear. So he goes down to the cube where everyone worships gods, and he tells them their gods are all fake. And everyone got so mad at him that he had to leave town and go to a different town. You can make a religion out of this, and maybe conquer the world as well. The Roman Empire's long gone, but somehow the Pope is still the Pope. Plus there's new kingdoms all over Europe. I wonder if there's room for Moors. Here's all the wisdom. In a house. It's the Baghdad House of Wisdom, just in time for the Islamic Golden Age. Let's bring stuff to the coast and sell it and become the Swahili on the Swahili coast, said the Swahili on the Swahili coast. Remember this tiny space you have to go through to get from here to there? Someone owns that now. Want to get enlightened in the middle of nowhere? The Franks have the biggest kingdom in Europe, and the Pope is so proud that he invites the king over for Christmas. Surprise, you're the new Roman emperor, said the Pope, pretending to still be part of the Roman Empire. Then the Franks broke their kingdom into what will later be called France and not France. The Northerners, or just Norse if you don't have much time, are exploring. They go north, from the north to the northern north, and they find some land, 2 types of land, and they name them accordingly. They also invade some other places and get called many names, such as Vikings. There's the Rus, the Kievan Rus. Are they Vikings? I don't think so, said the Kievan Rus. Okay, fair enough. The Pope is ready to make some more emperors of the Roman Empire, the Holy Roman Empire. It's actually Germany, but don't worry about it. New kingdoms.
Christianize all the kingdoms.
Which brand would you like? Mine's better. Mine's better. Mine's better. Time to conquer England, said William. It's a bird, it's a plane. It's the Seljuk Turks, said the Byzantine Empire, who's getting so small it almost doesn't exist anymore. We need help. They need help, so they call the Pope. Hey, Pope, can you help us get rid of the Seljuks? Maybe take back the Holy Land on the way? Come on, I know you want to take back the Holy Land. Yes, I do actually want to do that. Let's do a crusade. Crusade! They did many crusades, some of which almost didn't fail, but at least the Italians got some sweet trade deals. Goodbye, Mayans.
Those Venetians and those
Some of which almost didn't
Genoans,
fail, but at least the
they
Italians
got rich off of it, baby. Yeah, jeez. Those 2 cities were so rich back then. Just going there, just like, oh, we'll
And they
take some of
still
this.
exist today.
We'll take some of this. We'll take some of this. Yeah, it's cool.
got some sweet trade deals. Goodbye, Mayans. Hello, Toltecs. Goodbye, Toltecs. Hello, Mississippi. Look at those mounds. There's the Pueblo. I always wondered how to build a town and a
I've
cliff.
been there.
Guess who's here? Come here. Where? Here. And Pagan is there. Vietnam unconquered itself. Korea just became itself. And Japan is so addicted to art that the military might have to take over the government. China just invented bombs and typing. And the Mongols just invaded most of the universe. Nice going, Genghis. I bet that will last a long time.
Genghis.
Some of the
Now,
Islamic Turks were
there's a lot
unaffected
of
by the
people that
Mongol
are his
invasions because they were busy
descendants.
invading India.
He did
Is
a
it
lot
Tonga
of
time? I
seeding.
think it's Tonga time.
Tonga. Oh. Rip.
Rip Tonga.
I just found out where the Swahili gets all the
Volcano.
gold. Look at this Chad. Means lake. There's an empire there, right in the middle of Africa. The king of Mali is so rich he's going on tour to let everyone know. Wow, that guy's rich, everyone said. The Christians are doing a great job reconquering Iberia, which will soon be called Spain and not Spain. Please remain Christian. We will check in later to see if you're still Christian when you least expect. Whoops, half of Europe just died. China's back, yay! Hey, come here, time to share. New kingdoms here and there. Oh, look who controls all the islands. It's the Mahajapit, Majahapit, Mapajahit, Mahapajit, Mapajahit, Majapahit. Oh,
Yeah.
Italy's really rich. Time for them to care a lot about art and the ancient classics. It's kind of like a rebirth.
The
Here's a
Mona
printer.
Lisa, what?
Really rich.
The
Time for them to care a
greatest
lot about
painting
art.
of all time.
Oh, look at that greatness there.
You go to the Louvre, you see a bunch of people all around this painting, and you're like, oh, this thing better be sick. You walk up to it, and you're like, it looks exactly like that, and it's really small.
And it's been in like every art classroom that you've ever
Yeah.
been in. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh wow, it looks pretty similar.
That was my experience in Paris.
The ancient classics. It's kind of like a rebirth. Here's a printer. Let's make books. So you think you can conquer the Byzantine Empire? Yep, said the Ottoman Turks. Nice job, Ottoman Turks. Oops, you missed a spot. Don't forget to ban Europe from the Indian spice trade.
There's
What?
a Netflix show that's
Nice
actually
job,
like a
Ottoman Turks.
documentary
Oops, you
like series about when the Turks tried to conquer this. It's actually really interesting how that all went down. It's there's a lot of violence that happened.
Violence,
Lots
really.
of violence.
In war.
And the Turks made a massive cannon to take down the impenetrable walls of Constantinople. And it's
Jeez.
really, really interesting. And then they had Greek fire, which is like medieval napalm. It was crazy.
Missed a spot. Don't forget to ban Europe from the Indian spice trade. What? That's bullshit, said Portugal, spiceless. Well, I guess we'll have to find another way to India.
Yes.
Wait, said Christopher
Start.
Columbus, probably
Oh.
smoking crack. If the world is round, let's go this way to India. No, don't worry, we already got this, said Portugal. So Chris goes to Spain. Hey, Spain, want to hire me to find India by going around back of the world? No, please, no, please, no, please. Okay. So he sails into the ocean and discovers more ocean, and then discovers the Indies and Japan. Let's draw a line to decide who gets which half of the world. The Aztec and Inca empires are off to a great start.
It's crazy how much power the like Pope had in this time. Just draws a line. Like he had so many lines he could draw.
He's the Pope.
Yeah, the Pope.
He has the hat. He can do whatever he wants with that hat.
What happens if we were to make one out of paper?
We would get the equivalent amount of power
Really?
over paper.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Wonder if they know that Europe just discovered their continent. The Habsburgs are marrying into so many
Death
royal
is
families
coming.
they might have to start marrying each other. Move over, Lithuania. Here comes Moscow. Ivan wants to make Russia great again. Move over, Timurids. Maybe go invade India or something. Persia just made Persia Persian again. Let's make it the other kind of Islam. The one where we thought the first guy should have been the other guy. Hey Christians, do you sin? Now you can buy your way out of hell. That's bullshit. This whole thing is bullshit. That's a scam. Fuck the church. Here's 95 Reasons Why,
Wow,
said Martin
that was
Luther in his new
vulgar.
book, which
Come
might have
on.
accidentally started the Protestant Reformation. You know what would be magnificent, said Suleiman wearing an onion hat? What if the Ottoman Empire was really big, which it is now? What if
Whose hat's
magnificent-
better, his hat or the Pope's hat?
That's like a good debate. I don't know if I can take a side because there might be some angry comments about it, but
That's quite oniony.
I might have to go with the onion.
You can dice that thing up and put it in a soup. Give some onions.
Yeah, it might give you some breath, but it
Yeah.
probably tastes pretty good.
Yeah.
magnificent, said Suleiman wearing an onion hat. What if the Ottoman Empire was really big, which it is now? What if Russia was big, said Ivan, trying not to be terrible. Portugal had a dream that they controlled the entire Indian Ocean, including the spice trade. And then that dream was real. And Spain realized that this is
All
not
the-
India, but they pillaged it anyway. Damn, said England and France.
All the
We gotta start
colonial
pillaging some
empires are
stuff.
insane,
Then the Dutch
yeah.
revolt and all the hipsters moved to Amsterdam. Damn, said
Heck
Amsterdam.
yeah.
We gotta start pillaging some stuff. Question 1, can you get to India through North America? No, but at least there's beaver. Question 2, steal the spice trade. That's not a
Beavers.
question, but the Dutch did it anyway. Guess where all the sugar's made? In Brazil. Stolen. In the Caribbean. And it's so goddamn profitable you might forget to not do slavery. The next thing on Russia's to-do list is to get bigger. Britain and France are having a friendly discussion about who should control the entire world, more specifically Ohio. Then it escalates into a 7-year discussion, giving Prussia a chance to show Austria who's boss. But what about Britain and France? Did they figure out who's boss? Yes, they did. It's Britain. Guess who's broke?
Hey.
Also Britain. So they start taxing the hell out of America. Fuck you, says America, declaring their
Oh.
independence and fighting for it. And France helps them win. Now France is broke. And Britain will have to send their prisoners to a different continent. Wait, if France is broke, why do the king and queen still wear such fancy dresses? Let's overthrow the palace and cut all their heads off, said Robespierre, cutting
the
everybody's head
guillotine.
off until someone eventually got mad and cut his head off. You can make a No, don't. Haiti is starting to like the idea of a revolution, especially the slaves, who free themselves by killing their masters. Why didn't we think of this before? Wait, who's in charge of France now? Said Napoleon, trying to take over Europe. Luckily, they banished him to an island. But he came back. Luckily, they banished him to another island. There goes Latin America, becoming independent in the Latin American Wars of Independence. Britain just figured out how to turn steam into power, so now they can make many different types of machines and factories with machines in them, so they can make a lot of products real fast. Then they invent some trains and conquer India and maybe put some trains there. Hey, China, said Britain, buy stuff from us. Nah, dude, we already got everything, says China. So Britain tried to get them addicted to opium, which worked actually. But then China made it illegal and dumped it all into the sea. So Britain threw a hissy fit and made them open up 5 cities and give them an island. Britain and Russia are playing a game where they try to stop each other from conquering Afghanistan. Also, the Sultan of Oman lives in Zanzibar now. That's just where he lives. India just had a revolution, and they would like to govern themselves now. Nope, said Britain, governing them even harder than before. Technology is about to go crazy. The United States finally figured out whether slavery is good or bad. It's bad, they decided. And then they continued manifesting their destiny,
That's
which is
good.
to kill the rest of the natives and take their land and maybe kick out the Mexicans too.
That's not good.
I know.
Hey,
let's-
they're like, oh, we got one. We got one of the good choices down. We can, forget about the others.
We did our one good deed.
Manifesting their destiny, which is to kill the rest of the natives and take their land and maybe kick out the
Manifest
Mexicans too.
destiny.
I know, let's rape Africa, said Europe, scrambling to see who could rape it the fastest.
Oh, no.
They never got Ethiopia. Britain and France are still hungry. They never got Thailand. The United States ran out of destiny to manifest, so they're looking for more. Hawaii, Cuba. Wait, Spain controls Cuba. Well, blame something on them and go to war. What should we blame on Spain? Let's blame the Maine on Spain. So they blame the Maine on Spain. Now we're in business. To celebrate, they kick Panama out of Panama and make a canal, connecting the 2 oceans. Britain just found oil in the Middle East. It makes cars go. China is so tired of being
American
boss
flag.
oceans. Britain just found oil in the Middle East. It makes cars go.
Hello. They're actually more like,
Yeah, they should be holding M16s and whatnot.
and now drones.
Yeah.
China is so tired of being bossed around that they delete their old government and make a new, stronger government, which is accidentally weaker and controlled by a guy from the previous government. Europe hasn't had a war since the last war, so they start World War I. Look at those guns. It's gonna be a great war. So great we won't need a second one. After it's over, they blame Germany. Russia went on strike and the workers overthrew the government. Now everyone's paycheck is the same. Communism in the Soviet Union. The Arabs revolt and Britain helps. Now the Ottoman Empire's gone, so we can give the Jewish people a place to live. Hopefully the Arabs won't mind. Let's cut the cake, said Sykes and Picot, carving up the remains of the not-so-Ottoman-anymore empire. Except Turkey. Turkey makes a brand new Turkey. And then the Saudis conquer Arabia. It just seemed like the right thing to do. Hello? Yes, it's the 1920s calling. Let's get in the car and drive to a party and listen to jazz on the radio and go to the movies. The economy's great and it'll probably be great forever. Just kidding. Germany's back featuring Hitler, the angry mustache model, and he's mad at the Jews for existing. Japan is finally conquering the East, and they're so excited they raped Nanking way too hard. They should probably just deny it. Hitler's out of control, so the international community tackles him and tries to explain why killing all the Jews is a bad idea, but he kills himself before they could explain it to him. That's World War II.
He's actually
Bonus
still
round,
alive.
Pacific
Yeah, he's in
Showdown,
Argentina.
United States
Yeah.
versus Japan.
With Kobe
Fight.
and all the other people.
Extinction ball.
Finish it. Let's unite all the nations and have some world peace. Seems legit. Hi, I'm Gandhi, and if Britain doesn't get the hell out of India, I'm going to starve myself in public. Wow, that worked.
I think that's what
now
he
there's
actually said.
I think
Like
that
word
was-
for word.
Yeah, and it was that quick too.
Yeah.
He was just like, just comes out of his house, just casual day.
Yeah, I'm gonna starve myself, so get out. And they're like, all right, see you
Okay,
later.
sorry, Gandhi. We're sorry.
You are Gandhi.
Britain doesn't get the hell out of India, I'm going to starve myself in public. Wow, that worked. Bonus, now there's Pakistan. Actually, two Pakistans. One of them could be Bangladesh later. The Jews and the Arabs finally figured out which one of them should live in the Holy Land. Me, they both said at the same time. Let's divide up the land so everyone's happy. Psych, they both
Everyone's definitely happy.
Look out, China. There's a new China in China. What's on the menu? Communism. No thanks, said the other China, escaping to an island. I wonder which one is the real China. There's the Korean War, Korea versus Korea. Nobody wins, then it's on pause forever. Let's meet the sponsors. Oh, it's the two global superpowers. They're having a friendly debate over which economic system is good and which one is an evil virus of Satan. And they both have atom bombs. Fight! Wait, no, that would be the end of the world. Let's just keep it cool and spy on each other instead. And make sure we have enough atom bombs. I'll race you to space.
What a weird.
Now let's make some more countries fight themselves.
Weird
Europe is
thing.
tired of pillaging other continents.
What a weird time period. It's like they hate each other. They both want to be the best. They both just constantly compete, but they both don't want to start war.
Yeah, they only want to start war within countries or within two countries. It's just like, you're mine, and then the other person's like, you're mine, and then there's like, oh, well, which one's better? And then they fight in that country.
It's like two Lannistas back in Rome who would get in competitions amongst their gladiators fighting it out. Like, they take
Literally.
pride in their gladiators winning, except the America and the Soviet Union did it with entire countries.
Yes, and it probably wasn't good for anyone.
No, probably not. Or the world. No. Like Agent Orange in Vietnam, probably not good effects going on.
I like oranges.
Oh, yeah, same thing.
On the continents they were pillaging are tired of being pillaged. So here's a new map with new countries.
great
Now you
uncle
can't tell who
literally
they're being
died
pillaged
from
by.
that, probably.
The United States finally decided whether racism is good or bad. They decided it's bad, and the world agrees. South Africa might need
Some
a
people have not decided that yet.
I like how the way he makes it seem is like, why? Like he really like makes it seem like, oh, this is like a thing that no one should ever agree with. Why the heck did people do it? And it's up until the 1900s, and I guess the 2000s.
Yeah,
Even now.
yeah, it's really interesting. When you put it that simple, it's kind of like, oh yeah, people are just insane.
decided whether racism is good or bad. They decided it's bad, and the world agrees. South Africa might need another minute to think about it. Let's check the world population. Whoa.
Whoa.
Okay. Technology's better too, that might keep happening. The Soviet Union decides to relax a little and accidentally falls apart.
Oh.
Europe makes a union, so now they can all use the same money, except Britain because they don't feel like it. Let's check the mail.
got the
Surprise,
quid.
it's on the computer.
Oh,
Whoops, someone just attacked America. I bet they'll remember that. Phone call. Surprise, it's in your pocket. It's on the computer. Whoops, someone just attacked America. I bet they'll
That's great.
remember that. Phone call. Surprise, it's in your pocket. Want to learn everything? Surprise, it's on the computer. Now your phone's a computer, which is in your pocket. Whoops, the economy just crashed. Don't worry, the big banks won't fail because they're not supposed to. Surprise.
No, they
flying
just
ro-
get free money. They're just like, here you go. Government's like, no, you can't fail. Here, take it.
Thank
Put it
you.
in your pocket. Put it in your pocket. We'll just make everybody else pay for it. You guys are okay.
Butts. with bombs. Want to print a brain? Some people have no friends. Some people have no food. The globe is warming.
And the ocean is full of plastic.
That's not
Let's
good.
save the planet, said everybody, not knowing how. Let's invent a thing inventor, said the thing inventor after being invented by a thing inventor. That's pretty cool. By the way, where the hell are we?
Where are we?
That, he sums up the future of the world, basically.
That is...
Things. Inventing things.
And isn't that the ultimate question in life? Everyone can be like, oh man, my country's the best. Oh man, I live here and we're there. And oh, we did this, but where are we? What are we? Why are we? Where are we? We're just on a rock floating through space.
I'm Isaac.
No, you don't even know that for sure. What is reality? Since you don't exist in someone else's reality, does their reality not exist, or is your...
All the people watching this, we technically don't know about your existence. We know of your existence, but we don't know you. So to you, or to us, you might not even exist. YouTube could completely be a facade, and all these numbers just appearing could just be completely fake, and there's no one behind it.
What if everything that you think and you see and you feel is just a product of your imagination?
What if behind you, you know how you can only see in the front, what if behind you there's just like zombies looking at you the whole time?
What if the entire history of the world was made up?
I guess.
Where are we? Where are we?
That was a great way to end it. I'm glad we could add so much information to this video at the end here.
The history of the entire world, I guess. It's a great video. It's not an absurd amount of views. It is like an OG YouTube video.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you can tell there's, it stops a little short on some info.
Yeah, it's the...
That's happened
I guess.
recently.
Yeah, definitely. It's, when did this come out? 2017?
Yeah,
So
there's 5 more years of possibly pandemic type stuff.
yeah, some pandemic level things, you know.
And some more global warming type things, and yeah.
It's a nice overview of a nice, funny, creative overview of the history of the world, I guess.
I guess.
It's fun. It's cool. I like seeing the different little subjects pointed at. Just make like very serious, very historic events made into these little comedic jokes throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, he doesn't really like take anything too seriously. He kind of just, pokes fun at everything.
Yeah, it's cool. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed the entire history of the world. And see you in the next one. Let us know what other videos like this we should check out, or history videos, geography videos, tons of stuff on the channel. We'll see you there. Bye-bye.
Yes.
Where are we? Everyone, before you go to bed tonight, if you're watching this in your bed, just remember, everything could be a lie.
What if, when you die, you actually go to a land filled with candy?
What if you don't die and you just reset?
The only way we could possibly experience things is if there's something after death, or death doesn't exist.
What if every time you go to bed at night, you just wake up in another multiverse? That's why deja vu exists, and you're like, I feel like I've been here before, but you actually have.
Yeah, what if every dream you have is a new multiverse that you've experienced?
Possibilities are endless. Thanks
The
for watching,
world is
everybody.
endless.
See you later. Bye.
Bye. We're nothing.
We're nothing, none of us are.